This is a very important visit for us, and we're very glad to have our colleagues in the health professionals from China. Being the first country that was affected, you gained and developed a lot of good experience, and you turned the epidemic around. Today, in China, we are seeing that this is no longer a big challenge. That kind of journey is what we are very keen to learn. When will we get to that stage? I would say the second most important part, how do you treat it? How do you identify it? And how do you make sure that the rest of the health services for people who do not have the disease are still continuing?
Currently, we know that Sudan has the highest number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 among Eastern African countries. So what are some of the challenges that your country is now facing?
So when we talk about corona today, we always see corona, but then corona came on what kind of situation where we have to deal now with not just the corona, but other diseases, other supply shortages, funding for our health workers, and funding also for the medicines that non-corona cases need all the time in the amounts that I mentioned. And our government is working very hard to make sure that these inputs are provided either from the government's own budget, which is really constrained, or from international donors like China.
In terms of this issue, for the past several decades, China has been consistently providing medical aids to African countries, including Sudan. So how do you see China's role and responsibility in this matter?
We would like to add a dimension whereby a Chinese university or a Chinese number of professionals can come to Sudan, provide the technical support, or a Chinese businessman or businesswoman can come to Sudan and invest in infrastructure that relates to health. I hope can start a kind of people-to-people diplomacy that would, in my view, for the country of Sudan, be much more beneficial than a relationship that goes only through governments. That one should also continue, but it should not be the only one.